Chapman on the beat.
The landscape of media has changed. At one point in time, there was nothing but newspapers. Then there was the TV news. But now, everybody's online, telling this and telling that, giving information, misinformation, misguiding people. So I guess I got to change with the time because everybody has. Welcome back to Everybody Has a
Podcast.
Oh, okay, what? Okay, if I'm sitting in this seat and you're hosting, I mean, we got a special episode.
Yeah, we do.
What's going on?
Well, you know what time it is. It's my favorite time of the year. Athlete of the year.
Yay. Well, you know how hard it is to come up with the final? Yeah, you do. You're part of the process.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
Well, ladies first.
Oh, that makes sense.
So let's get into our 7 finalists of ladies finalists. We're starting with in no particular order.
But alphabetical.
Order. Okay, it's alphabetical order.
Okay.
We're starting with Malorrii Carter from Millington.
Okay, so Malorrii. Flag football. Mm-hmm. It is an official TWSAA sport, so their play has to be taken into consideration. Mm-hmm. She's the defensive leader for Coach Kraft's Millington Lady Trojan team that was one game away from going to the state tournament. She was a force. She even caught some passes on the offensive side. Her day job is being a volleyball player. She was one of the leaders in kills for Millington this past year, helping them reach sectional. So Malorrii Carter, and she comes from a pedigree of awesome athletes. Her mom, Shari, man, I sound old. I cover her. She was not a finalist because we hadn't had the awards yet, but her auntie, Tamara, was a finalist. Her uncle, Devin, who coached the state track team a couple years ago, was a finalist. So this is in the family.
Mm-hmm. And I just was very impressed by her performance, especially on the field with flag football and on the court with volleyball. She was quite impressive. So
good athletic genes.
That's why there's no doubt that she's on this list, okay? Next one is Kaitlyn Chapman from Brighton.
Ooh, okay. Star pitcher for Brighton. Senior that stepped up in that role as a pitcher. Won a lot of district awards, led them to the district tournament and regular season title. That helped them reach sectionals this year in softball. Played a little volleyball. So she's a pretty solid player there at the net with her height and size. And she did sign for softball. So very, very qualified Lady Cardinal to be on this list.
I don't think I've seen her play that much, so I don't have much of an opinion on her.
The one game you saw Millington got her in the regional championship.
Not good. Okay, next on the list is Tamia Duckworth from Millington.
Well, if we had a personal bias, I'm full disclosure here. She would get my vote because she's like my little girl. So with the Duckworth family, we go back with them, from Millington. She comes from a strong lineage, and as she's like to say, she's the GOAT. So what makes her the GOAT? 4-year soccer player, captain, led them to sectionals, stepped up in scoring, defense. You could not get past her. She locked you down on defense and soccer. She played a little basketball early on, as she would say, let's not talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. But then here comes this thing called flag football. What was her position in flag football?
She was the quarterback.
And she could actually throw a deep ball.
She was a decent quarterback.
Yeah, she could actually put spin on the ball, get it to throw about a good 30 yards.
One thing about Tamia, especially with soccer, you're going to hear her.
Yes.
You're going to hear her
the
whole entire game.
Yeah. Coach E talked about, communication on the field. She had that down pat.
Yeah.
But she was a champion. Just put it like that. Where she played, they usually had success. So great leader, finished number 3 in her class as historian. I think she's going to go to college, LSU, Navy. So bright future ahead of her, but could she add this to her resume? We shall see.
We shall see. Next on the list is Kayla Jones from Munford High School.
Our defending champion. Her team success wasn't as big as it was last year, but she did her best. Leader on the basketball team. They ran into that new league, Collierville and Houston, and Bartlett. Collierville and Bartlett go off the state, so can you get out of that league? And she had to work with a bunch of new pieces. Then in track, once again, new pieces. They're in a higher class, so she competed in several events. So very quality athlete. She's heading out to Bria for track. So she makes this list of her career achievements.
Yeah. And also, although they were in a tougher bracket, they went pretty far.
Yes.
They went farther than the boys. Just saying.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah. And Coach Fall said, "Go get her, not me."
No, I'm just telling the truth. Okay, did I lie?
And that's your weekly Munford shot from Liyah.
Next on the list is Hayley Stevens from Millington.
Okay, she's on the volleyball team and she does play a pivotal part. She defense, front of the net, but that ain't her. That ain't the reason why she's on this list. If you know her, it's for softball. If she's the number 4 hitter, number 3 hitter, she's a hitter. I think we've seen her go deep fly at least 3-4 times this year. She's like Barry Bonds. You have to stop what you're doing. If you're at the concession stand, put down what you're doing to come watch her at bat. It's gonna be live.
And the thing about her though is that like a lot of pitchers don't want to pitch to her, but she's like, nah, I'm finna get this. She will make it where she hits the ball.
She would reach out. She will come inside and hit. She will slap at the ground.
Yeah.
That bat is a lethal weapon in her hand and plays heck of a third base. I've seen her catch line drives and throw out people. She is a complete softball player. I'm looking forward to she's finishing up her junior, doing her signing day. It's definitely coming, but she's definitely worthy of being on this list.
Yes. Next on the list is Lola Sprenkle from TRA.
Ooh, I'm not going to do the song. What Lola wants, Lola gets. Will she get Athlete of the Year? Soccer, as we talked earlier when I talked to Lola during soccer season, she said, I get to hit people and beat up on people. She plays defense, and she's kind of like the Tamia Duckworth of that team, and she wears her number 2 jersey. But when she puts on that number 3 jersey for softball, she is one of the best to ever do it. Led them to the championship, as y'all can see right there. She is just the spark plug for that team. And all 3 games in state tournament, she reached, and they kept it rolling. Honestly,
I only saw TRA girls play once, and it was a very sad game. Although they won, beating my alma mater, it was a very sad game because the seniors, I forgot what was the case with the seniors, that they were going.
Was it soccer?
Somewhere. Yeah, soccer. Yeah. They couldn't. They had to forfeit the last few games.
The postseason. So they had their senior day, and a lot of girls would get, I think they do a trip at TRA in late September. Coincides with the soccer season, so they do a mission trip. So they put humanity over, a tournament that they weren't going to be the favorites.
Well, I think it was also, TRA is a Christian school, so they put their religion over.
Yeah, so a mission trip, humanity.
Because we never know what TRA could have done. The girls soccer team.
Put it like this: they would have rescheduled that trip for the softball team.
No, yeah, they would have.
But Lola's definitely worthy of being on this list.
Definitely. Last but not least is Alexis Williamson from Millington.
If I sat over here and just kept quiet, it would be appropriate because she's just a quiet one.
Yes, I've heard her say probably like 1 or 2 words.
But her play speaks loudly. Coach Reed, the basketball coach at Millington, say she wished she had about 5 or 6 of her. She is a dog, a competitor, played with an injured shoulder all year. It has bogged her whole high school career. She left a lot out there to have us wonder what could have been. She's that type of talent. Her sister was a great talent. Her sister might agree with me and say she might have been more physically gifted, just the body kept breaking down on her. But her legacy will not be forgotten for soccer and basketball. A wonderful 2-sport athlete, a champion, but didn't mind sharing the spotlight with her other teammates.
Yeah, she was just a silent assassin, She just got out there, she didn't say much, and she took her L's like a champ, all that stuff.
And she won with dignity and quiet.
Yeah, she didn't do all that cheering and stuff. She was like, yeah, good game. Let's go on to the next. She's very queen of nonchalant. So those are all of our candidates. Take a look at some clips of our candidates.
Chapman on the beat.
Well, it's recap time. And who are our boy candidates?
The male athlete of the year. So, we've been doing this for 21 years. So a lot of prestigious names have been on this list. Some to go off to play in the pros and big time college. So are we going to add another name to that list?
We'll see. Let's start in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Dominic.
Yep.
Dominic Dotson.
They call him
TRA.
Neat. I guess that's why, because I guess the pronunciation on the first name. But one thing you can say, 3-sport athlete, finished up his career at TRA with soccer, but all-state linebacker in football, led the team in tackles. He was a compliment to another guy that's should be on that list. On the defensive side, wearing that number 20 jersey. Basketball, he was a three-point shooter when he started his career. Then he kind of became a facilitator as they added more weapons to Coach B-Dub's team. So Dominic, he has been a wonderful, one of those steady forces, and this is a great tribute to his tenure at TRA being nominated.
Yep. I don't have much to say because I have not seen him play any of his sports, sadly. So, yeah. Except for a little bit of football. But next on the list is Tayshaun dive from Millington.
Okay, our defending champ there. Once again, like Kayla, not as monster of a junior because everybody's looking for you, you're targeting, and the body breaks down. He's too naturally gifted. He's heading out to the University of Houston to compete in that Division I high-level track program. Reason why? Because he's a wonderful track athlete. Did not do the decathlon this year, but helped with this team championship for Millington with the jumps, his triple and long jump, ran relays. So he did his part, but they know his brighter futures ahead. Coach Cochran kept that in mind, so he didn't want to wear him down. Basketball took a toll on him, leading scorer up to his injury. One of the leader passers on the team. The reason why Millington had a shot every night on the basketball court. And you saw some of his dunks.
It was, and you could tell when he wasn't out there, he was missed. Like, even with the whole rule that I really think is stupid is you get a certain amount of fouls in the first quarter, you gotta sit out.
It's an unwritten rule.
I think that is so stupid. The unwritten rule is I want to win and I'm gonna do what I can to win. Why would I take my best player out over some unwritten rule?
We cannot revisit this. But
I'm sorry, but that's how good of an athlete he is. You could tell when he wasn't on the court.
Yes.
You could tell.
Yes.
And they needed him. Okay?
Yes. And he will be missed.
He will be missed.
He's definitely.
But he's going to, be with Coach Carl Lewis, right?
Yeah, yes, Carl Lewis. Yeah.
Carl Lewis? Yeah.
He's starting to learn. The Olympic great.
The Olympic great. Okay, next on the list is Nick Fullen.
That's the guy that was aforementioned.
TRA.
The offensive spark plug for TRA the last 2 years in football. A Mr. Football finalist again, leader in the state in touchdowns and all these impressive numbers all time, breaking a lot of his big brother's records and stuff. Then he could have sat down and just said, hey, let me see what my football feature. But he went out there in the basketball team, played the 4 spot, power forward, getting rebounds, mixing in there, and could play in the post. He's just a total athlete and just an all-around good kid, number 9 in the class. So he was a total student athlete. I had to catch up with him soon to find out what he's going to do for his football future because he definitely should be playing somewhere at the next level. But he will go down as one of the best to ever do it for TRA in football.
I mean, honestly, when I saw him play, not to glaze, but he was dragging kids to the end zone. They tried to tackle him, and those quads was dragging him to the end zone. So
the forearms,
I will
chest,
say that about
everything else is impressive on this young man.
Next on the list is Jamall Newsome from Millington.
Well, some people call him Jamall Newsome Jr., his dad, particularly, who was a great supporter, was at every football game, every wrestling match to cheer on his son. And you can tell that kind of support has made him a humble kid. I ran into Jamall. He does security at USA Stadium. He's a wrestler and an offensive lineman, so he's good at grabbing.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's good at grabbing people, moving. But he's a gentle giant. But I wouldn't cross him. So if you're out there at USA Stadium, don't do anything stupid. Jamall will handle you. He went to state the last couple of years in wrestling, finished top 5 in state this year, which definitely got him qualified for this. And on that line and playing defensive line, they don't get the stats, they don't get the recognition, but we definitely didn't. His work didn't go unnoticed here at the Millington Star of West 10 Media. So Jamall has definitely earned his spot.
Yes, he did. Next is Tay Starks from Munford.
Now, when you look at the collage that we have for the highlight package, you're going to see 2 football pictures. He was on the basketball team. So I give him credit for that. He got out there a couple times in garbage time, but he was on there with his dad coaching, Tim, the Brighton legend. So he does qualify for our rules, because our rules are you have to be a multi-sport athlete in a TWSWA sport, and you have to be a sophomore, junior, or senior at one of our
If you
schools.
couldn't tell, you do not have to be a superstar at both of your sports.
Just have to be really good.
You just have to be really good at one.
Or just really good in all of them. But Tay is one of those cases where he's really awesome, a Mr. Football finalist for 2 years in a row as a sophomore. It's like Munford is one of the top teams in the state. Why? Because number 2, he's the quarterback / running back, kind of back there in the backfield. You don't want to see him coming to you with those tree trunk legs, and he's an impressive, massive muscle too, coming at you with speed. So he definitely earned a spot on here.
Yeah.
So and the only reason he
Munford
didn't make
couldn't have gotten as far as they did without him.
the only reason he wasn't on the list last year because he was a freshman. We don't nominate freshmen. So welcome to the list. I think he's going to be quite familiar with this list, as long as he keeps staying on the basketball team.
Next on the list is CayDen Young.
Okay, a 3-sport athlete. That's rare these days.
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton High School. We saw him on the baseball team, and he said, "Yeah, I get out when I need a pinch run and stuff like that." Oh, okay, but he could just be at home chilling. But he loves that team camaraderie, and he's a leader. Quarterback. For the football team and point guard for the basketball team. Basketball is his sport. Not because his brother coaches, because he's really great at that sport. He's definitely becoming more his own as a scorer. Injuries plague him. Hopefully, he get this injury bug out of the way. And his body gets stronger. He got the offense down and football could pass it, getting out there to players. And we saw him against Millington. Could throw the deep ball, can run it a little. So he's
fast.
Yeah.
You know, when we went to see Brighton versus White Station. It was green Cordova. I don't know what school it was, but it was a good school.
It's basketball.
Baseball. They had a lead. White Station. They had a huge lead over Brighton, and he played a significant role in them getting those extra plates and getting those runs in as well. So he's a really good athlete.
He's very
really
smart.
Fast.
He's very smart too. Very smart.
And coachable, obviously.
Yes.
Next on the list, last but not least, is Houston Yount.
Oh, Yount.
Yount.
Well,
from Munford.
So if you're familiar with baseball, Robin Yount and Coach Scotty Yount, his dad, who coaches Munford, they call him Huey.
Huey?
Yeah, because Houston.
Oh, Houston.
Yeah, so football, he's on special teams and he's the holder. That's very, very unappreciated position because he screws up. Everybody knows, but he rarely screws up. He gets that ball down so it can be kicked. He does his work on special and gets some tackles here and there. But he is a baseball player, leadoff hitter, one of the top players in the district, all district. He sets the table. He's like a Lola Sprenkle for the boys. Where he goes, the offense goes. Plays great center field, can cover a lot of ground. He will be playing the next level down the line. He still got some more time at Munford, thank goodness. But Houston definitely earned his spot on this. So when you see that number 4, it's funny. We ended with number 4 with the girls, with Alexis. Now we end with number 4 with Houston nominating the boys. But he's definitely a worthy candidate.
I haven't seen him play other than football.
And some highlights.
Yes, and holding the ball. I'm sorry. Okay, but that's all of our male athlete of the year candidates. Take a look at them.
Chapman on the beat.
Oh, okay, I'm back in my familiar seat. Man, it's tough being over there. I don't know how you do it. We're at Sights and Sounds. Now, this is a bittersweet segment this week because this was a tough process for us. We all the kids that qualified, we put down the list, and as Talia is calling this, the honorable mentions. We got to give them a little shine. So there were a few student athletes in our 4 schools of Millington, Munford, Brighton, and TRA that didn't quite make the cut, but we want to give them a little love and shine right now. So we'll look at some of the young ladies that didn't quite make it. Nakara Miller at Munford, first year over there, just going through a transition year. You know, I think her senior year, which is coming up, she will get it down. And
she'll be the only senior, right?
Well, no, she won't, because we're about to mention somebody else later on this list.
Well, I feel like she would definitely probably take over some leadership roles as a senior, even though she's transitioning into, to Munford still. I feel like she'll probably be able to help lead. Like, she had to be under Kayla. Now I feel like she can step up and be a leader herself now.
And let her natural athletic ability take over. Keegan Stepp at Brighton, senior. She's heading off to the next level in softball. We'll give kudos to her for just going out for basketball when the team was in disarray. And she's one of the athletes in the school. When they put out a call, we're going to lose our season if we don't get some players. She's like, I played back in middle school. Let me get out there. Yeah. And they almost beat Millington that night. And she was very aggressive, and that's for her being a leadoff hitter. She was on the ball. That's for her being a leadoff hitter in softball and a libero in volleyball. So a 3-sport athlete. But definitely you just missed the cut. Zadie Rayburn at TRA, big hits in the state tournament, softball, basketball. She's the go-to player, helping the younger players emerge and come along. So she plays all season up at TRA. So Zadie, we're thinking about you. One of your favorites, Layla Betts at Millington. Flag football. When she finally started moss that ball, catching the football, she became a lethal weapon in that. But we know her primarily as the point guard for basketball and soccer, being in the middle of the action. So a 3-sport athlete and one of your favorites. And I would like to say, what you don't see behind the scenes is we really fight. We fight for these. We fight each other for who should go on the list, who shouldn't go on the list. It's really serious, okay? So if you feel like your athlete should have been on the list, just know one of us was probably fighting for them. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Like the one I was fighting for was Alyssa Nix. And we just had to compromise. We had to come to a compromise. Yeah, Alyssa Nix, I think in basketball she came off the bench, very crucial. When she was out there, the offense flowed better, so maybe her role would step up next year with Alexis graduating. And then soccer, she's out there on the defense, getting after the ball. Yeah, we pay attention to it. Then one of their teammates, the one who has the ultimate job of stopping the ball, Miss Ware, in the goal for Millington, MVP for the district tournament, and center for the basketball team. So we paid attention to her doing that thing. She just needs to work on body control in the post. We need to give critiques on why they didn't make the list. If she want to be on this list next year, she need to make some adjustments. Body control. Okay. Work on body control. But when you didn't play soccer, you did good on the basketball court. Now you playing soccer, you did good out there in the goal. You need to do good in both, the goal and the post. Please and thank you. And okay, so let's move on. Next, Peyton Meacham for Brighton, sophomore, point guard. Was almost a one-girl show there for a little bit till they got some more players. And then softball, played heck of a third base. So she's coming into her own. Maybe she'll turn a corner next year and move up this list. And can't forget Addie Turner at Munford. Oh my goodness, wonderful. I saw her bend it like Beckham on a soccer goal this year. And then basketball, I seen her get hot from 3-point range. She is lethal, but she's like the Alexis Williamson of Munford. She's just quiet. She's just gonna do her thing and just go about it with just proficiency. But she's one of those glue players that you definitely need. So that's some of the girls that didn't quite make the cut. Over to the guys. Cole Hawkins. Can I get you to stay healthy, my brother? That's the only reason why you're not on this list. I need you to stay healthy. If you did not get injured and you could have played all throughout the whole entire season, you would have been on this list. Football, wrestling, and baseball. You would have gotten my vote. Just saying. So keep that hand healthy. Keep his head on straight. And even with your injuries, I was still fighting for you. He made the list. He made the list. So I was still fighting for you. So we just got to keep him healthy. Yes. Another Millington Trojan to look out for next year would be B.J. Martin. Football, running back. He did some things there. Hopefully he'll find his footing and position on offense for the Trojans, but baseball might be a sport to get him to the next level. He looked for all district and tournament spot because he played his behind off. So center field, BJ, Focus on baseball. Just throwing a little.
Hey, if he can get better at football, let him get better at football.
I just said he found his foot and everything. Are you listening?
But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Get better at both.
Yeah, so you can keep getting nominated.
We would prefer you to be better at both.
And now a senior who's graduated and moving on, but just one of those guys that just kept plugging at it. It made it think he's going to notice Kingston Words for TRA. Offense, played linebacker, on defense, played both sides of the ball. Well, you have to at TRA. But basketball, next to his twin brother, Dominic, they were a 1-2 punch that made TRA very competitive. But Kingston's just one of those glue guys that just was solid. And, you need him on your team. He might not get all the headlines and all the stats, but you just need a guy like that on your team. We also got to send a shout out to Chris Duckworth of Millington. He's growing physically and he's maturing, and he plays some standout defense and defensive back safety kind of position for the defense this past year. Baseball was a catcher and everything. I saw him in a track uniform, so who knows what we're going to get from Chris. And I forgot to mention Maddie Truey for the girls.
And Katie Graves for the girls.
You know what? I'm not going to mention her because she threatens me every time I see her.
Okay, she threatens you with love.
No, you know who raised her? Susan.
She loves you too.
They have a weird way of showing it.
Okay,
they scare me.
That's how they show their love.
And if she sees that orange anywhere in the backdrop, she's going to get on me. But definitely a lot of worthy student athletes and Katie in pitching, and her battery mate, her catcher, Maddie. They both come from impressive families that have done it, been there. TJ, Katie's big brother, was a wonderful athlete, nominated multiple times for this award and everything. So hopefully her senior year she can chip through with volleyball and things like that. So only the future can tell, only time will tell. But
we want y'all on this list. So if you want to be on this list, we need you to lock in, grind, okay? We got a lot of favorites on our honorable mentions. We just want y'all to be better, please.
Okay,
and please stay healthy, please.
Yeah, that's part of the game. So to wrap up this segment, how do you vote? Okay, so for this video right here, this week's Everybody Has a
Podcast.
You can vote for your favorite athlete. You only get one vote, but you vote with your comment beneath, and this
one vote per category. Male and female.
Yeah. So vote for your favorite male athlete and female athlete. That will count towards the overall total. We're going to do an Instagram one-day post, and the winner of that will get one vote. We'll have it also on TikTok. Facebook, we'll leave it up throughout June, so that can tally up votes. That will also count. And do we have
Twitter? Do we still have Twitter?
I got to check on that social media platform.
X.
Yeah, I got to check on that. But all our platforms, then our office vote will tally up at the end of June. Who's our 2026 Athlete of the Year for the 21st Millington Star Athlete of the Year Award. So, you need a little one more time, Adam? Check out the candidates.
Ooh, shit.
I love a trap nigga.
And welcome back, our final segment, and we looking forward to how things turn with the Athlete of the Year. Another thing we're looking forward to is America's getting ready to turn 250 in about a month or so on July the 4th. So 250 years of this country. So the bestsellers list in the Millington Star for the next 5 weeks will be focused on a lot of good, and then I'm going to end with the things that were like, kind of sucked up that America did. But let's start off with the good. My first countdown will be in this week's upcoming paper. Make sure you get on newsstands. Will be our biggest days. So hopefully my baby knows some of these things. So number 10, the moon landing with question marks. That's why it's number 10.
Moon landing.
That's why I say it's number 10. Because if I knew it was really legit, it would be number 1. But okay, number 9. The year of reckoning and a response, 2020. man, that was a tough year. COVID, riots, and Black Lives Matter, all that stuff, and George Floyd. 2020 was, it was like, but that whole big moment was like, you.
I thought it was day, not year.
Well, the day of reckoning could be March 11th when Rudy Gobert touched everybody's microphones, and then we had COVID everywhere. Okay, number 8, Jackie Robinson to the majors. That was April 15th, 1947. Now the outlook of professional sports in America has been broadened, and everybody can play. And if you're good, you're good. No matter what your race is. That's why that made the list. Number 7, women gained the right to vote in 1920. Some people are trying to repeal that. They think that was one of the biggest mistakes in our country's history. But hey, they've been voting over 100 years, and you see how things are going now. Hey. Women's suffrage. Okay, number 6, the U.S. entry into World War I. At number 5, the end of World War II. So, and these were about 30 years apart. Yeah, so that's when they say we're real men. We don't have real men now. Thank God I ain't got to fight a war to prove I'm a real man. But hey, but let's hold up.
It's just crazy that back then it was just normal for everybody, every man to be in the military. Like, it was just normal. Like, there's so many men, like, I don't know, like really old men today that were vets because it was just normal. Like everybody back then was a vet. You see, everybody was in the military.
It's funny, on November 11th, you walk up to any old man, you just automatically wish him happy Veterans Day, and you walk out, he like, I didn't serve. Wish you, thank you.
I feel like it was rare if you was born around those times, alive around those times, and you did not serve.
Maybe we should do like the people in Korea and have mandated military service.
I low-key think we should because it's very smart.
But here's the tricky part. If we do that, the men will come back home and be more strict on the women. So y'all don't want that. Or y'all got to come join us. Equality, equal rights. So yeah, Rosie the Riveter, you better get yourself up there right next to me. See, that's where we at now as a country. Yeah, you have to do it. So, okay, number 4, the March on Washington in 1963, the I Have a Dream speech and all that good stuff, civil rights. I think that was a pivotal moment in our country's history, which was preceded by number 3, the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863. Slavery is no longer legal, and now we got to fight 2 more years to prove it. Then number 1, September 11th, and that took place in 2001. A day that in my lifetime I definitely remember. I was 20 years old, and yeah, just never forget that day on college campus, University of Memphis. The world just stopped, and now we had to focus on people in the Middle East even more. We always knew they were over there fighting, but now they drug us into it. And for the last 25 years, it's been 25 years, we've been a part of that. And number 1, the most important day in American history took place in 1787 when the Constitution was erected and put out there for our country, basically with a biblical base. These were laws that were governing for all men who eventually were not property anymore. got these rights as well and things like that. So I think that's the reason why a lot of people said we had a foundation to be the greatest country in the world because of our Constitution. Everybody talked about the First Amendment, Second Amendment. A lot of people know the Fifth Amendment. You definitely know when you're in trouble in court, you plead the Fifth. So you don't want to get in trouble or anything like that. So we amended some of our constitutions. We made it where a president only served 2 terms. The right for blacks to vote came later. I think it was the 13th, 14th Amendment. Women's 19th Amendment. You know, all these things. So we are a country that will adjust. And I don't know last time we added an amendment to the Constitution. We need to update some things and get some more stuff out there, and maybe get this bad boy to about 40, 45 amendments. But that our Constitution is the reason why we have new laws kicking every July the 1st in every state, or January the 1st, things like that. We always go back and look as times change. Now we got automobiles, we had to adjust the laws. Technology changed, we got computers, we had phones, we had to adjust the laws. So that's the foundation of our country and the way we govern. The Constitution, it just had to be number 1. So did you get a quick history lesson?
I went to school. Okay, so I then knew all of this stuff. Also I watched Hamilton, so.
And yeah, every question on Jeopardy is Hamilton. So you have any idea how we're gonna close out? Did you do some kind of leading?
Do I have a list? I don't think I have a list.
I think what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna go through our photo archive and we're gonna surprise ourselves.
We'll figure it out.
And we'll see you next week.
Hey, you want to go to the house and check out some music, my music?
We can go in and check out some of my highlights.
Music, my music.
No, little bro. Highlights.
Oh, big bro, my music, man.
No, highlights.
Oh, man, my music, man.
No, highlights.
Better yet, check out What's in Media. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.